What's up, guys? Playing Train Simulator 2015 yet again. This is the MiddleAgedGamer, otherwise known as T-Mag, and we're going to do American Diesel today, something that I usually dread and hate doing, but I know a lot of you guys out there on YouTube love it, so we're going to do Cajon Pass. Let's go ahead and do Return of the Mac using the EMD SD70 Mac BNSF. It's summer, clear, 8 o'clock, and it says starting at Victorville, drive an SD70 Mac coal train to Barstow. And it looks like it's only 2 out of 5 on the difficulty level, about 50 minutes long. Let's go ahead and get into it. And we'll check out the BR Class 105 as we're loading here, which I'm sure is grotesquely overpriced, I'm sure. Alright, that was quick. Alright, I gotta wait for the signal to clear. We'll take a quick look at the coal train here. 3 engines or locomotives up front, and we got 2 in the back, which is plenty of power for how long the train is. And I do need to check the headlights real fast. Let's make sure those are on. Pretty good view all the way around. Alright, so we got the yellow signal to move forward. Let's go ahead and start off. And be pretty gentle on the throttle, make sure we don't induce any wheel slip starting off. Pretty good view of the coal moving by us right there. Let's go ahead and get back in cab, see what's coming up ahead. And there is one kind of gotcha at the very beginning of the scenario that I know of. There's going to be a red light coming up. Go ahead and start braking. The reason I know, if you hit tab on the keyboard, you can see that the next signal is in fact red. We don't exactly have a clear line to go off of. I just made this mistake about 2 minutes ago, so this is the second try on this particular route. Train is definitely not wanting to slow down. Very, very, very slow to come to a stop. There you can see the red signals up ahead. Okay, we just got the clear to go, so let's give it some throttle here. Still the yellow signal though, so I need to be careful moving forward. Not sure if we're running behind another train. Oh, there's the green signal right there, that's good. Let's go ahead and get up to 35, then we'll be able to go up to 45 here shortly. Probably should have blew the whistle right there. Because we're going through a small town right here, out in the middle of nowhere. Right, able to go up to 45, it looks like. Passing another cargo train here in a second. Pretty cool little town right here, though. Make sure not to go over 45 miles per hour, so I'm going to be careful on the throttle here. Still picking up a little bit of speed, but that's alright. I haven't looked at the task list yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we're just basically going all the way to Barstow, it looks like, directly. Which is fine by me. Hopefully there's no curveballs in the middle of the process. ETA is still about 2 minutes behind. Hopefully that will correct itself out as time goes on. Passing a plant right there. I'm not sure if that's a cement plant or what that is. Still picking up a little bit of speed, but that's fine. Although we do have to get down to 35 miles per hour, so let's go ahead and let off. And since I know this takes forever to brake, let's go ahead and start braking down to 35. Just in case. And you can see our ETA is slowly going down too, which is good. That's what we need. Kind of just feather the throttle until we get to the 55 mile per hour marker. Do a quick train by real fast. So far so good, long and slow, exactly what I expected. Hopefully you guys are actually liking this though. I still prefer being able to stop at stations and pick up and drop off passengers myself, but the scenery is pretty cool on this, on Cajon Pass, so I guess that's the positive side of everything. Picking up a little bit of speed, I'm going to go ahead and throttle off for just a second. be able to pick it up to about 55 miles per hour, which should hopefully make a little bit quicker work of this scenario. Again, hopefully we have a green line the entire way, but we'll find out. Alright, just got cleared up to 55 miles per hour. Looks like we're on time, which is good. Slowly working the throttle up, trying to make sure I don't have any wheel slip going on. We do have a yellow signal coming up, which is definitely scary. Hopefully that changes to green before we hit it. I have a feeling it's not, though. Let off the throttle. I have no clue when the next signal is the only problem. Okay, it looks like we got clear though just now. Hit tab, it didn't come up again, so we should be good. Not switching tracks, so we don't need to get down to 15 miles per hour. And again, if you didn't know, I am playing in 60 frames per second thanks to some new equipment, so hopefully you guys like the difference. It's not as stuttery as I like to call it. I'm sure that's not the technical name for it, but it looks a lot smoother. Let's get a better view going here. Going to watch the entire train pass real quick. Again, it's not crazy long as some of the American freight trains can definitely be. But it definitely has a lot of weight going on. Get back in cab as we pass this other freight train to the left here. And our ETA is still a minute behind, or a minute 30 seconds behind the arrival time, which is not good. So hopefully that drops down to within a minute here in the next half a mile or so, which it looks like it is right now. Having a little bit nervous about losing points right there, but we're still good. Looks like the sun's coming up in the distance right there. still got a green light, which is good. Not switching tracks or anything crazy. There we go. We were on time, which is good. Ooh, that's a fast switch at 55 miles per hour. Jesus Christ. Surprised it didn't derail right there. It's an insanely fast switch. I'm not sure why it didn't tell me to slow down at all, but that's fine. Now we got a full, looks like 8.5 miles to go to, I guess that was that mile marker 20, I'm assuming, MT20. I haven't really seen any whistle boards, so I'm not even, I guess, sure if I'm supposed to be doing this or not, but if I can catch one on time, I'll definitely do it. Put the bell on and then do the whistle as needed. Starting to lose a bit of speed right there. Pick it up just a little bit. As we head off into the sunrise right here. Kind of reminds me of riding my motorcycle early in the morning with the sun coming up. Except I get to sit in my AC playing this game as opposed to being out in the heat. Again, no whistle board, but pretty hard left turn right there as well. Not sure why I picked up so much speed so quickly. Dropping back down to 55, which is where I want it to be at. You can see the ETA time, got a lot of time to make up to hit the arrival time. Only 6 3/4 of a mile to go. I think we should be alright though. Got mobile homes to the left, what is that? No. Well, yeah, I guess it is. Double wide, triple wide maybe. Whole lot of nothing out here. I used to live in Arizona when I was in the Army, and I actually love the desert, so kind of grows on you, very peaceful. Of course, if you're into off-roading, you can do all sorts of stuff out in the desert as well. Go and get back in cab. Don't worry, you guys are not missing anything, as you guys can see. Task list. So we've been through 2 checkpoints, got a few more to go before we stop, and in total we're going another 25 miles, so you see a pretty long scenario in this case. We're already about, what, 19-20 minutes into this. Right at 5 miles to go. Those things sure do sneak up on you, those intersections. I'm surprised there's not a little board letting you know when they're coming up. And it looks like we do have a freight train coming our way. Pretty long train to the right of us. Alright, 3 3/4 of a mile to go. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't really pick up much during the Steam Summer Sale. I think I bought 2 games. I think I bought, was it Project Cars and one other game. And have yet to play them. I'm so backlogged on my Steam games, it's insane. I feel like if I purchase anything, it's kind of a waste of money because I'm always playing Euro Truck Simulator or Train Simulator or Construction Simulator instead of playing the new games I probably should be. Oh, I got The Witcher 3 as well, which I kind of barely touched on for a few minutes. Another intersection coming up. Yep, whole lot of nothing. At least we're doing 55. We could be doing like 30 miles per hour this entire time. I guess there's always an upside to it. Still a little worried about my ETA to arrival time. It's still high. Only 2.5 miles to get it down to where it needs to be. It is creeping down a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to get under 26 or 826. Definitely an intersection coming up ahead. Saw that huge truck going by. I better stop. Jesus Christ. Train coming through, guys. There you go. Good job for not killing yourself. Alright, so we still need to drop about 30 seconds in the next 1.5 miles or so. Hoping we'll be okay. We're going about as fast as we can go without pushing it too much. Within the minute, pretty close to it. ETA is actually going to match our arrival time too, which is good, or be a little bit ahead, which is what we want. Takes a little bit of stress off me right there. Our next mile marker is not for another 7 miles or so. Yeah, we still got about 20 miles to go in total. So far we've had a green line after that first red and then yellow. fairly easy so far, which is what we want. I guess we got time to take a look at the outside here in a minute. There we go. Another 175, which is what we want. Do a couple train buys real quick. Let's go ahead and watch the entire train pass on this one. Not really picking up speed like I want to. And I'm still at, was at notch 2 at 22% right there. Go ahead and go up to notch 3 real fast. There we go. It's definitely starting to pick up more. Passing by another train right there. Missed that intersection, but that's alright. Going to get back in cab for a little bit. Got about 5 1/4 miles to the next mile marker. And not a whole lot to look at. The sun's still rising off to the left. Looks like it's rising in real time, I'm assuming. I don't know, do you guys actually like this? I just feel like it's so drawn out. I don't know. I guess I like kind of the more extreme scenarios, like the icy hill climbs and stuff like that on Stevens Pass. That's pretty cool, but I just don't really get this one. You know, if I could load and unload the carts one by one and then take off and go, that would be pretty cool, but I'm not sure it's possible in this game. Get on the exterior for a little bit so you guys don't get too bored. The only real issue I have with this route so far is that there's no whistle boards for the intersections. Again, I doubt you're even supposed to use the whistle on these type of intersections, but I don't know. I know they use it here where I live in Texas and throughout Texas. I'm not sure what this state's like. Maybe they're so far out in the boonies they don't have to, who knows. Get back in cab. I see some signals coming up. I don't want to jack anything up this far in the process. Hopefully it's a green light again. 3 miles to go to the next mile marker. Or I guess mile marker 13. That? That is a yellow. Nope, we got a green. Pretty sure we're the bottom left signal there. I'll double check with my trusty tab on the keyboard just in case once we pass the signal. think I see an intersection. I'm not 100% sure. No, I don't see an intersection. What am I doing? I thought this was one right here. Guess not. My bad. Probably just got fined by the Railroad Administration right there. Two miles to go. And again, it looks like our ETA is falling down to the correct arrival time. Part right there. Go ahead and back off the throttle here in just a second. Alright, ETA is good. The arrival time, just over half a mile to go. And still got a green light, looks like. I still can't tell if that's an intersection coming up ahead or not. I see switching the tracks. Okay, no intersection. I think my eyes are going bad with old age here. Another fast switch. I'm not sure why they do that again. That is just too much of a switch going 55 miles per hour with this much weight. I guess they allow it. Alright, we're up to 700 out of 700 points so far. So far, so good. Next mile markers in 6.5 miles, and we got a total of 11.5 to go. And we got a whole lot of nada to look at in between. So now would be the time for some train buys again. Oh, some of you guys are probably loving this right now. To you, I guess this is for you guys. To everybody else, I do apologize. This is definitely not my type of route. I wouldn't say it's horrible. It's just long and drawn out. I guess if I was drinking, I'd be alright right now. Be able to relax. That is the one thing about this. It's a lot more relaxing than having to start and stop, pick up passengers and all that. So I'm going to give it that recommendation. If you want a long, drawn out, easy going route, this would definitely be one to look at. Five and a half miles to go. I haven't sped yet, which is definitely a good thing. Let's see what's coming up real fast. I think we're okay. Got a green light on the track. time to see that intersection right there. Right at 4 miles to go. 9 miles in total to Barstow right there. A little too close to the 55.9. Off the throttle for just a second. Lot of nada, both sides of us right here. If I was working for Dopetel Games, this is the scenario or the route I would definitely want to do. Put a couple of hills in, put some dirt roads. That's not even a real crossing right there. Put some cacti in, some houses every now and then, you're good. Definitely getting close to the end though. Guess we're about, what, 37, 38 minutes into this. Just about 7 to go in total. One thing I'm afraid about is, of course, braking. Hopefully it doesn't go from like 55 to showing me I have to get down to 20. Because that would not be a good thing. ETA is dropping down to the arrival time, which is good. That's what we want. What is that? Is that a crane truck or what? Like it. Under a mile and a half to go. Things are probably going to get very interesting coming up here. A little bit nervous to get all the way down here, and hopefully I don't jack anything up. Got a green signal, which is good. And let's see what this has in store for us coming up. Half a mile to go. See if it switches us to the left track on this one or not. It does not. ETA is almost exactly on the arrival time, which is good. There we go. about 3¼ miles to go to Barstow Yard 5 entrance. It actually increases in speed, which I'm assuming there's going to be a decrease in speed coming up pretty soon. Just need to keep the eye out on what's actually going on. I'm going to stay in cab probably towards the end, or till the end, just so I don't miss anything. We do have a yellow signal coming up, which means we're probably going to have to brake before the yard entrance. There's a yellow right there. Hitting tab, I don't see any red signals coming up as of yet. There's some more yellow signals coming up there. Alright, 2 miles to the entrance. So I gotta drop down our speed right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Reverse my engines a little bit too as I brake here. Looks like we're going slightly downhill, which does not help at all. We need to get down to about 30 miles per hour. Actually, I need to get down to really 15 miles per hour as well. So the sign says 30. And then 15 if we're going to the right, which we probably are. Yard off there to the right. Go ahead and reverse thrust just a little bit. Make sure we get under 15 miles per hour. And we should be under 15 right about now. That's good. Afraid to go over. Go ahead and let off the brake because I think we're picking up speed when I left the brake. A little nerve-wracking right now. Up to 15 miles per hour right now. Just worried about the ETA going over the arrival time by more than a minute. Making me a little bit nervous. It's really close. Tracks here, right at 15 miles per hour. And our ETA is 57, or it looks like 50 seconds off the arrival time, which is just under the minute that's allowed. Alright, so now just got to come to a stop here. Not sure if the entire train has to be in the yellow area or not. Go ahead and pull forward. Enough to get the train in there. That should hopefully be, ooh, almost sped right there. That could have ruined everything. Ooh, that was really close. I was right at 16 miles per hour. If I would have gone to 16.1, I would have got speeding. Definitely too close. Too close for comfort, I should say. So I'm just making sure I get the entire train in the yard, as you can see. So I'm looking at the back going in. Go and start braking right now. And hopefully that should be 1,000 of 1,000. We'll find out here in just a minute. There it is. Bringing this heavy beast to a stop right now. There it is. You bring them back to a stop at your final destination where the freight cars will be sorted. Well done. Let's go ahead and close this out. Got 1,000 of 1,000. Big shout out to CSX Rail fans, Scratchers, myself for 1,000 points. Also Sim Crazy did pretty good, 943. And BF1248, you got 21 points. I'm surprised you even finished the route on 21 points. But shout out to everybody who's finished that at my friends list. Again, thank you for watching T-Mag. Let me know if you liked Cajon Pass or the American Diesel in general. and what you guys would like to see next. I'm thinking of probably a German passenger route's coming up next, maybe high speed. But if you want to see something else, leave a comment below. Again, thanks for watching T-Mag. I appreciate all you guys out there for subscribing and watching my live streams and YouTube videos. I'll check you guys next time. Later. Peace.